Montague, or most commonly known as Duck, is a Great Western engine who works on the branch lines of the United Kingdom. He used to work at Paddington, but has since been shifted from yard to yard. He's a hard-working engine, and a very proud engine as well. Sometimes, his pride can get the better of him. He used to love pulling trains, but now all he does is organize trains for bigger engines. He doesn't mind it though, it gives him a lot of work. But one day, his manager came to him with news.
Over here, man. Right. I just got a letter from corporate, and they've given me the news that you've probably been wanting to hear. You're gone, man. They're sending you off to the island of Sodor. I haven't got the foggiest idea what that could be, though.
Well, beg pardon, sir, but who's going to be running the line while I'm gone? Duck asked.
Ah! Don't worry yourself, Monty. You're gonna be fine. And regardless, your leaving date is right now, so I'd appreciate it if you get a move on there, boy. I'll see you on the other side, as it were.
Duck had heard many stories about the island of Sodor, on the telly, the news, or his driver, who was a grand land for steam engines, such as himself. He arrived later that day, with 2 coal trucks in tow. Vicarstown was the terminus he had to reach, and when he got there, he saw a stout gentleman sitting at the platform. Well, it's about time he got a new shunter. Well, hello there. Are you the new engine? Well, yes, sir, Duck replied. Well, it's great to see that you made it all right, alongside the other engine I've ordered. Next to Duck was a big, boxy black diesel. It was on loan for the time being, a trial run of sorts. You. Well, beg pardon, sir, but I don't really see the need in having 2 new engines shunting a single yard, you know. Well, no need to worry about that, the Sir Topham Hatt replied. These will be working on the east part of Sodor, you'll be working on the west part of Sodor. You'll be working from Knapford straight to Elsbridge, and he'll be working from Cronk all the way here. Does that sound good? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They both replied. When they got down to Cronk, Diesel decided to part ways. Well, I'll be seeing you on the flip side, Duck. Try not to fall into pieces. He laughed. But Duck wasn't having any of it. He went straight down to Knapford without saying a word. When Duck arrived at Knapford Harbour, he was proving his worth. He had earned the truck's trust rather easily, and was proving how useful he could be, sorting out all the different lines of trucks around the harbour. He also impressed many of the other engines, like Edward and Henry. Later that night, everyone else had gone to sleep. Gordon was about to conk off himself. Duck would have as well, but he was too busy thinking about passenger runs that he used to do. When suddenly... Alright. Listen, lads. James, it is 1 in the morning. I have express runs to do tomorrow. I don't need it.
Yes, I hear you, Gordon. Unfortunately, I don't really care. So basically, I finally have a new idea to get the shunter we wanted.
beg
You know,
pardon?
the shunter for the
beg
for
pardon?
the
Beg pardon.
What the bloody hell are you?
Well, beg pardon, James, but I believe, I'm the new shunter. So, I guess you got what you wanted in the end, did you? Yes, quite. Now, do be quiet, I want to sleep.
Just my luck. I had something planned as well, like a whole thing, a whole big old thing planned. It was gonna be amazing.
Well, beg pardon, James, but what was this? I don't really feel like going to sleep myself, so no. I want to sleep. I want to sleep.
Well, if you insist.
Nobody insisted.
So it was gonna be a big old grand show. Like there's gonna be like party favors and everything, blackjack and great stuff like that.
And James talked all the way through the night, leaving a very disgruntled Gordon.
Well, you might as well wake up the whole shed with that noise, Gordon.
Shut up, James. I'm not in the mood.
What's that engine's problem? Duck.
Oh, James. James, it's early in the morning. Let me get a few minutes more of sleep.
Well, I would, but did you get Gordon's train ready? Did you? You didn't? Well, get on it then.
Oh yes, right. Oh well. And Duck puffed away tiredly. Things weren't much better with the Diesel either. Edward was trying to teach him what to do, but Diesel wasn't listening to any of it. Now listen, Diesel. If you want to work on the Fat Controller's railway, you need to learn how to work. Oh, do be quiet. Us Diesels are revolutionary. I don't need an old fusspot like you telling me what to do. Watch and learn. Unfortunately, Diesel took off too quickly, jerking his driver off the footplate and letting him drive off uncontrollably. Oh, help! Diesel screamed. Then suddenly, I did try to warn him. Meanwhile, Duck was busy sulking in the station when James pulled up.
Oh, what's the matter with you?
Oh, do beg pardon, James, but Gordon said I was late. Oh, the Fat Controller won't like this.
Ha! Is that what you're worried about? All right.
Well, yes, but
listen, Duck. A little mistake won't get you kicked off the island. If that was the truth, well, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now, would I? You need to calm down. At least you're not like that Diesel. He's rotten, he is.
while the two were talking, the Fat Controller arrived.
Oh, Duck. You're just the engine I want to see. Well, that new Diesel has gotten into a hairy situation. Now, if you please, could you go and help him?
Oh, yes, sure. Please, sure. I will, sure. Duck replied, as he quickly puffed off to get the breakdown train. When Duck arrived at the scene of the accident with the breakdown train, he was surprised. Oh me, oh my, what happened here? He asked Edward. Well, that silly Diesel didn't listen to a thing I said. And apparently being revolutionary means crashing into people's houses. Though, now the barber's having a go at him inside the shop, he replied, laughing. And the two engines laughed about Diesel's predicament. Later that day, the Fat Controller had had enough of Diesel's arrogance and sent him packing back to the other railway in disgrace.
Stupid museum pieces. Teapots.
Diesel mumbled about coming back one day, though I don't think he ever will. Do you? And Duck, at the end of the day, was finally a part of the Fat Controller's railway, and everyone loved him. He truly put great in the Great Western Railway. All right, Percy, what do you want? Percy. Percy.
Oh, how's it going? Yeah. You want to hear a story?
If it passes the time, then sure.
Oh. Okay then. If you insist. This is the legend of the Lost Engine. The legend speaks that during a mist, you can see her puffing across the rails. Not much is known about her, but all we know is that she's a magical engine. Her magic makes her stronger than any steamy, diesel, or any type of engine combined. Only the lucky few are able to see her, or she reappears and disappears at random.
All right, now you're being ridiculous, Percy. You are, my dear engine. There's no such thing as a magic engine. Why, the mere idea of it is preposterous.
You didn't even let me finish the story, Gordon. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Many people think she's a ghost, or some scary demon that's come back to haunt engines who don't behave. But none of that's true. She's a magical engine, and she's very much real. I know so. Because I saw her once.
Oh, did you now?
Shut up, Gordon! It was a cold night. My driver and fireman had to leave me on a siding because I couldn't work. That's when I heard it. It was the magical engine's whistle. I was terrified. I was shaking, but that might have just been from the cold. But she just looked around confused. I shut my eyes, but she didn't hurt me. When I opened my eyes, she was still there. Then she took me away. Somewhere nice and warm. I was asleep when she got me to the shed, but something tells me she knew where to go. And just like that, as fast as she appeared, she was gone. And that's the story. What do you think?
Oh, Percy. That is the tallest tale I think I've ever heard. It's taller than your funnel. Have you been listening to Reneus with all that magic talk? There's no such thing of magic. You should know this by now. Though I do know of an engine stronger than all.
Oh, you do? Who is it?
Well, you're looking at it, of course. Stronger, better than any diesel or steam engine on this railway. But do be quiet now. I feel like going to sleep. Good night, Percy. Good night, Gordon.